me and my family have been really going through a really hard time, and I don't post it on Facebook, and I'm not the type of person that kind of airs my problems out or airs my issues out to anybody. But we've been dealing with a lot of custody issues, and my daughter was in a really bad place at her dad's house, and it just wasn't safe for her there. It isn't safe for her there. So I've been under a lot of stress, and it's been very emotional and very scary and very up and down, and we're trying. I have a lawyer. We are fighting this. It's just been a lot of legal ups and downs, and but even though I'm going through all of this, I have still been super positive. I've still been keeping up with my business. I haven't let anything slow me down. Everything that I'm dealing with in my personal life, I haven't let that leak into my business at all. I do lose a lot of sleep over this, and so sorry. I'm exhausted right now, but I still do my team calls every single week. I didn't do one last week. We were actually out to dinner, but I still posted in my group. I told everybody or anybody, if you have any questions, I would love to talk to you one-on-one. I do schedule one-on-ones with my team. If I haven't talked to a specific member in a couple days, or a couple weeks, I will message her. Or if I see somebody who hasn't made a sale that month, I'll just message them and say, hey, how are you doing? I feel that in order for me to move up in the company, I need to bring my team up with me. So if I'm focused on them reaching their goals, then I will reach my goals along the way. And that's kind of how I've been running my business since day one. I love having a team under me. I love being a leader. I have learned so incredibly much through this company. So incredibly much from Adriana. I have learned so much from you, Kanisha. I've learned so much from Amber Voigt. I've watched you all. I mimic what you do. I see how you run your businesses, and I try and do the same in mine. Even though, I have 20 girls on my team right now, I just started branding myself and branding my team basically since I had about 5 girls. I started branding myself since day one. I feel that branding is so incredibly important. I feel that personal development is so incredibly important. Learning how to be a leader and teaching your girls and your team how to be leaders is so important. You are not going to be successful in any direct sales business if you aren't a good leader, and I wasn't a good leader, and I've had to learn, and I have watched you, like I said, and Adriana has been so incredibly helpful. She's amazing, and she's also been there for me as a friend while we're dealing with this custody and with these court battles, and I just found out today that we have our first court hearing on Monday, so I kind of feel a little bit of relief after that, but me and my boyfriend could definitely use a break and use this trip. We both have been under so much stress, and he has been so incredibly supportive, and we have been together for almost 5 years. Brianna looks at him like her dad, and he didn't have to be a dad, and he chose to be, and I feel like that is far more important than biological. DNA does not make you a father, definitely not, and both of us could use a break, and neither one of us have ever been on a cruise before. I have been dying to see white sand and clear blue ocean, and ever since I was little, I've always wanted to go on a cruise, and so I worked very hard for this trip while I was trying to earn it, I came up short, obviously. And so when it was announced that you had tickets and I found out that I had a second chance, I worked my butt off to try and earn this cruise. And I was not going to let anything happening in my personal life stop me from trying my hardest and working my business as hard as possible. And I fully believe that family does come first. And don't get me wrong, I have done everything in my power to get where we are, but I've also done everything in my power to keep my business alive and afloat, and I don't want my team to suffer. I don't want my girls to suffer. They deserve to have every chance at success. So I have thought a lot about my 3-month plan and what I was going to do to hit green status. I have been trying to hit green for the past 3 months, and we have just come up short. One of my top sellers is she just quit her job and she moved into another job where she isn't making as much money, so she hasn't been working her business as much as she was in the past. So that has definitely been a huge hit to me, and I have just been trying to find a new top seller, and I have been doing incentives for my girls. I started the $500 club, which kind of was it. Well, I do a $1,000 club and $500 club, and when they hit 500 in personal sales, they get an incentive, and when they hit 1,000 in personal sales, they get the $500 incentive plus another incentive. I do flash incentives throughout the month to try and raise their sales, and I do a lot of parties. I do a lot of giveaways in my group. I try and send out samples. I message people. I try and message about 10 to 15 people a day, just reaching out to them, asking them if they've heard of the company, asking them if they've tried the products. If they haven't, then I offer to send them a free sample or a catalog. And once I do that, then once I hear that they have received the products, then I follow up with them, asking how they like them, asking if they can send me a selfie so I can post it, or post a selfie for me. I add my 10 to 15 people a day on Facebook. On Instagram, I try and follow about 50 people a day, and I just figured out how to direct message people on Instagram, so I've done that. I also try and comment. I go down through my Instagram people that I'm following, and I look at their pictures and I comment on them so that they see that I am making an effort and that I am taking notice, that I'm being genuine, that I genuinely care about them and about their life. And that has definitely gotten me sales, that has gotten me friends, that has gotten me team members, because I show them that I genuinely care about them and their life, and I genuinely love this business, and I love Unique, and I love the products. And I have had girls message me about asking me if they can switch sponsors because they see the passion that I have for this business, and they see all the fun things that we do as a team, and they want to be a part of it. And I take that as a compliment, because that shows that I am doing something right. I post in my groups twice a day. I post in my team group at least once a day, if not twice a day. I message my girls personally. I call them. I do team calls once a week. I haven't done many trainings, but I'm trying to dabble in that. Over the next 3 months, I plan to I'd like to add 12 to 15 new team members. Now that is a huge undertaking. As a team, not me personally, as a team I would like to add between 12 and 15. Personally, I would love to add 3 people a month. That would be great. it is definitely possible. I find when I add more than 3 people, it's hard for me to personally spend time and train each individual. And I think it's very important to take time out of my day to personally reach out to every single new person on my team, whether they were a personal recruit or not. I want them to know that they can come to me. I give them my number, and I want them to know that I am here for them if they have any questions whatsoever. I plan to reach out. I have reached out to several salons, but I want to reach out to several more. I want to do more blitzing. I need to sell between 10 to 15 mascaras a week to pay for this lawyer. That is how expensive he is. So I am balls to the wall, as Kanisha would say. I am so ready to go for green. I've been trying, and like I said, everything in my life, all the personal stuff, I have done as much as I can to put that aside. It is very hard at times. I am very tired. I'm very exhausted. When I come home from work, I also work a full-time job. I work at a psychiatric hospital, and that in itself is very stressful. It's very exhausting, but coming home from a full-time job, taking my daughter to dance, I still come home and I still make sure that I post. I make sure that I'm doing my team calls. I make sure that I'm sending my messages. I make sure that I'm reaching out to everyone that I possibly can. I want everybody to feel that financial freedom. I want everybody to be able to try these amazing products and experience the love. I fell in love with these products and with this company. They have done so much for me. I didn't have many friends. I didn't have hardly any girlfriends before this company, and I have met so many incredible, amazing people. I have learned how to be a leader. I've gotten out of my shell. I used to be very shy. I spoke at training, the last twin training. That was amazing. That was an amazing experience. I found out that I was speaking that morning, so I got up on stage and I just did my best, and I was all over the place, but it was an amazing experience. I had so many girls messaging me, telling me that they looked up to me, that they wanted to be just like me, and that they wanted advice on their business, and that was just the best feeling in the world. And I'm so excited to see what the future has for me and what the future holds for my family and my finances and this company. I want to go to the top, and when I joined this company, I just said to myself, I'm going to be successful, and I am, and to me, I am successful, and I love having 20 girls on my team and having people who look up to me and having to take care of them. They're my little family, and I love it. And I'm so excited to go for green, and I know that I can achieve it. And as long as I stick to adding my 10 to 15 people a day, messaging my people, following my people on Instagram, checking in on them, commenting, getting to know them personally, that I will be successful. I just booked my first wedding in August. I'm so excited about that. I can't wait for that. And that happened because I did a girl's birthday party, and I did mini makeovers on every girl at the birthday party. And that, I wasn't sure how that would pan out, but through that, so many amazing doors have been opened just from doing that birthday party. And I am so excited for this wedding. It's my first one. I'm so excited to talk to more salons. I'm so excited to see what the future holds. And I hope to see you on that ship, and I hope to see you in Jamaica. That would be amazing. I would love for you to pick me. But I know that whoever you pick, I will be so happy for, because every one of those girls deserves it. And I I am just so thankful to even have the opportunity to do this video and to talk to you. I hope you all have a wonderful anniversary and have a wonderful evening.